Hi there, Dr. Tim Reichon here, Asthmaniac.com. Today we're going to talk about peak expiratory flow meters. How would you choose one? Because there's more than one to choose from. Stand by to learn more about it. In asthma primary care, self-assessment by the patient is a key component for managing your asthma. Self-assessment means measuring and understanding your symptoms and measuring and understanding your lung flow. How do you measure lung flow? Well, we have these little devices that were created for this purpose called peak expiratory flow meters. Peak expiratory flow is the amount of air you can forcefully exhale in a very brief period of time. These little devices are pocket-sized. They're usually quite inexpensive, and the idea is that you would use it daily to measure your flow. You would write the number down, and then you would present those numbers to me at the time of our every 3-month appointments to understand how you've been doing and also to understand how to use those numbers yourself on a daily basis. Well, why aren't these peak expiratory flow meters used as recommended? Because they were recommended for use starting in 1997 by the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute. It could be that there's no clear guidance on which device, because there is more than one, and probably, in a way, one is better than the rest. It could be that they're too expensive, although, as I found, they're actually not all that expensive. And most likely, it's because doctors just don't order them. I'm not going to get into why that would be. We're just going to get on the other side of that and discover which device might be the best. I went to a local pharmacy to see if I could just pick up one of these because, I thought that's probably where most patients are going to go to get a device like this. It's like in the blood pressure cuff section, maybe in the thermometer section. Guess what? Pharmacist said he'd have to order one for me, which means that my doctor would have had to specify which peak flow meter and which model. Well, that's just not doable. I went to Walmart and Walgreens to see if I could find them on the shelf there, and guess what? None on the shelf. Where do you go next? Yeah, Amazon.com. Amazon.com, I found at the time 9 devices. Plus or minus. There's not that many there right now, and it seems to fluctuate, as does every product on Amazon. So you might find many more or many less at any given time. They're priced for up to about $100 each. Most of them are under $30. So I ordered one of each of those, and I tested it. I set up some criteria for how to judge which one of these would ultimately earn my recommendation. First of all, I wanted them to have minimal assembly, so you could take it out of the box and put it to work. I wanted the setup, once it's out of the box, to be very easy. I wanted there to be some information included with each device about how to use the numbers that are presented to you to help you with your asthma. I wanted to know how it measured flow, as in the mechanical or electronic method, and I wanted to see if it performed as expected. The numbers needed to be easy to read, and ultimately, I'd like for these devices to be easily reset so you could repeat the measurement several times in a row fairly quickly. It would be nice if it stored the numbers for you. It would really be nice if it was connectable to your smartphone or your computer. And it needed to have cleaning instructions because ultimately you're going to use this many times, and rather than just throwing it away, cleaning it and reusing it makes a lot of sense. The overall process for measuring flow had to be doable. I would really prefer that there's a protective case to keep it from getting dirty or maybe even crushed. And ultimately, I was very interested to know about the price of each one. I scored each criteria and I created a data table to kind of help me summarize the scores and how each of these performed. I based my recommendation on the overall winner. And really, it comes down to ease of use, durability, and affordable price. The ultimate winner, the one that's available right now on Amazon.com, was the Omron PF9940 for $14.99. There were 3 others that were available right now. One is the Quest AsthmaMed or AsthmaMD at $19.99, the Microlife Digital at $52.99, and the MIR Smart ONE for $99. Each of those other 3 seemed to perform just fine. I just felt like the price for what you get compared to what you get for $14.99 did not justify the additional price or complexity. There you have it, my recommendation for your peak expiratory flow meter. I will have a link to this peak expiratory flow meter in the show notes on the video and the podcast, so you can easily find it on Amazon.com. Well, remember, Asthmaniac is an online asthma primary care clinic. We don't have a waiting room. We do all of our care on your phone, which kind of makes it like we are your back pocket doc. Asthmaniac is online asthma primary care. Get your asthma care now. And thanks for listening today. I hope to see you again soon.